Okay, so I pretty much have to eat my words. Remember when I said that 1.5 by 8 is kind of an oddball thread and you'll never be able to find a thread gauge for it? Well, it is an oddball thread. It is in the machinery handbook, obviously, but it says it's used mostly for cylinders and flanges and stuff like that. Well, a couple days ago I had some time at work, so I went to one of my machinery resellers up in New Hampshire, or used tool dealer basically. So I spent probably about 45 minutes in there. Didn't see anything that I really needed or wanted. Well, I found stuff that I wanted, but it was just too expensive. And I was just about ready to walk out the door, and I just happened to glance at the bottom of a rolling cart. And what did I see at the bottom of a rolling cart? A bunch of blue handles sticking up. Instantly recognized those as those being thread gauges. So I started digging through them. Lo and behold, what do we have there? 1.5 by 8 thread gauge. Even has a date on it, 1998, and it was never used. I actually had to peel the wax off of it. So I picked it up, I looked at it, and brought it up to the counter and said, "Hey, how much you want for this?" Guy said, "$20. So I was like, "Here you go." So we spent all that time making the gauge, and we don't really need it. Or at least I don't need it. You'll need something along those lines probably if you were doing it. But it fits the spindle protector here nice. It's a little stiff on there, but it fits nice. So if we make it to fit this, or maybe just slightly looser on this, we should have a good fit. Now this is a pitch diameter of 1.4188, so this is the largest pitch diameter you can have for that thread. So if I make it exactly this, we may be a little bit tight on my spindle, so we'll make this just not super tight when I thread it in, but just a little bit of clearance in there and we should be good to go. So let's set up on the lathe and get to turning this dial. Alright, we have our 4-jaw in here. I had to flip the jaws around to make sure I had a nice flat surface to register this against without having a ton of jaws stick out. I also have aluminum shims in there. Now we're going to set up our chuck, and we're kind of close. We're about 20 off. Now I like to work 2 jaws against each other, so what I'll do is I'll set 0 on this jaw here and then flip around to this one, and then basically I'll have that reading, since this chuck is easy enough to flip around or get behind it. Go just about half on that reading, and I'll index to the next jaw here, set 0, and we gotta go this way. By about half. And you can see already we're pretty close. So let's see if we can get that a little bit better. Okay, I just put my indicator on there, on that face there. And we're running pretty true on that. Let's see what we got on the bigger side here. Oops. Helps if you tighten it up there. Smart one. Okay, everything is indicated to within a couple of thousandths. Like I said, nothing really critical. The board's within 2 thousandths. This is all cast, even though it is machined. There's still a little bit of, variation in it. So There's not going to be that much that needs to come out of here. We want to be at, let's see. .365 to 1.38 or 39. So let's just take a quick little measurement here. Unfortunately, this is the only one that I have that'll fit into this bore here. And it's almost too big. So we have 1.315 is what we have. So we don't have that much that needs to come out of there. So 45 thousandths. I have a little boring bar with an insert in it that I dug out of my stash, so this should work pretty good on this cast iron here. What we're going to do is we're going to come in here. Whoop. Well, there's my touch. And I'm only going to take 10. So before we do that, I don't want any of this cast iron dust going all over the place. Hopefully that won't catch. Okay, not too bad of a finish. Let's see if we actually took the 10 out of there. .327, so just about 10. Okay, let's get a measurement on that. .358 is what I'm getting right now. Okay, so now we're set up for internal threading. We got a little bit of a different setup. You can see that my bar is cocked sideways. That's just because of the grind that I have on it. It wasn't exactly on the center. But easiest way to figure out if you're parallel with everything is to take a scale, throw it across the front end of your pot. Take your fish, pop it right up against your scale, and then fit it right into the groove. So now you can see here we've sewn the compound the opposite way, and we're going to feed with the compound out. So again, your cross slide is going to be set at 0, and instead of feeding in or feeding out towards yourself to disengage, you can actually feed in. And the thread relief is actually the end of the part. I have about a 1/4 inch space on the end here. So what we'll do is we'll thread all this and get it to where we need it, and then we'll flip it around, and then I'll gently bore out the counter bore that we need after I get it threaded. I think that's the easiest way to do it, rather than trying to dig in here, reach in from the back, and then feed out to a shoulder. So anyway, I'm going to get you to a nice spot, and we'll go from there. And this... We're just going to double check and make sure we have an 8-pitch thread, which we do. Okay, we start, but we're tight. There we go. We fit on there nice and tight. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to break this loose. Spin this bad boy around. Okay, so I'm going to get out this register here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in. Alright, there's our touch for our length. Put my travel indicator up against my carriage. I'm going to go dead slow with this. Come in. Just touch. Okay, we're just skimming the end of the thread there. Let's get a quick measurement. One inch 505 is what I have right now. See if I can get a snap gauge in here. I don't know if it'll fit. Oh, sorry, I've hit in the camera there. Alright, that should do it. Alright, that should do it. So, let's just break that edge real quick. By the way, I rebored that by just dialing that outside. Okay, just breaking that edge there. And should be pretty much there. There it is. Okay, so we're going handheld here, and this is pretty much what she looks like. Come right up to the end of the threads, and there's pretty much no rock in it. Threads on there nice, and the threads all the way down. Now let's see what we got for run out. Practically none. So now you can rig up a pointer using whatever kind of blocks you have and a finger, and you can pretty much just index your spindle. So there you go. I gotta clean up all this cast iron dust off my lathe, which is gonna suck, but other than that, I think I came out pretty good. And you could if you wanted to make it easier on you, you could flip it around You could bore it backwards and then bore your register, then flip it around the correct way and thread. Either that or thread from on the opposite side, thread out. It's up to you. I did it that way. That way I could use the threads themselves as kind of a gauge, because pretty much you're just nicking off the threads to reach through that register. But it came out pretty nice, do you have to say so? So, hope you guys enjoyed this project, and we'll see you on the next one.